Hey, ladies, today is January 22nd, 2026, and we're going to be talking about people not wanting you to have different personalities on social media. My personal belief is they want you to only show up one way so that way they can mimic or copy or study you, right? And this is going to be for their own personal reasons. No one really never knows what the other person is thinking. And so when you get a lot of backlash on how you show up when it comes to social media or even in your own personal lives, there's going to always be a particular type of person who is trying to like read your energy or tell you about yourself, blah, blah, blah. And what I have to say to that is say you grew up in a household where you was able to be yourself creatively, hair, fashion, makeup, you know, different aesthetics, trying different things when it comes to sports, being around different social circles, and just having a good time, right? Theater, plays, these are all of the things that I remember in my childhood, right? And when you come from that space, you're going to have multiple different interests. You're going to have multiple different talents, right? And those talents, those interests, those hobbies, they will show up in your personalities. Now, I believe in having multiple different personalities, not the clinical dissociated identity disorder, just speaking in terms of spirituality, creativity, having an imagination where you're able to really understand your own abilities. And so many people like to psych themselves out or even like dumb themselves down to fit into a certain box and to make people feel more comfortable. So it's the same thing when you get on social media and say if you're the type of person where you're making multiple different types of content, you're not able to stick to one subject, right? Because it's boring. You're able to, share your opinions or just be like super creative. People will try to put you in a box, right? They would even probably say that you are a grifter or you are, just hopping from one space to the next. And it's like, well, no, I actually have multiple different talents and gifts, and I'm going to share them. Now, of course, is it unfortunate where you do have some people who are super creative, but they wasn't given that environment, and so they may talk down to others or they may want to look down on others. And it's like, well, hey, you know what? Now that we have social media, all of the things that you wanted to do when you was a child, you have the ability to do it now by way of creating your own spaces on social media. And I didn't want to make this video too long, but just in essence, I believe that people should be able to be themselves, be creative. Just because you was doing something in 2016 doesn't mean that you have to do the same thing in 2026. Things change. You grow, you learn, you pivot, and it's okay, right? So, if I feel the need to talk more about this, I will. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, guys. Take care.